Time to fly, time to fly. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand after.
Hello friends, and welcome again to another Street Fighter Duel video.
Hey guys, welcome again to another Street Fighter Duel video, and in this video we're gonna be explaining the Akuma mechanics and how to bypass them or use some cheesy, easy tricks that I tried my best, and I came up with some cool mechanics for you to get higher scores as free-to-play, even as casuals or pay-to-win. As we know, Akuma Boss is super hard, and my friend just DM'd me on Discord, told me, hey Pika, how come you do guides for every bosses and this boss? No, and it's pretty hard. Is it you choke on hard situations and stuff like that? And no, not really actually. It took me quite a lot. It took me a lot of time to figure out some things, because it's kind of a hard boss. In general, it's the hardest boss of them all so far. We don't know about the rest, but this one is pretty hard. And on my first try with these teams, after so many tries with different lineups and different strategies that I tried, I came up with the best result as free-to-play with free-to-play units, if you want to call them like that, because I'm using Gormagala Ken S+, but you can replace him. He's not needed for these lineups. I'm gonna try to use something else, but so far he's giving me good results because he's buffing my lineup. If you have him at A rank, he works the same. It's not a big deal. So yeah, he told me that Akuma, once he kills somebody, he kills everybody else. So I read it, and it's his passive. He goes to the back line, and I think whenever an enemy is defeated, yeah. So it's the Kingdoms of Souls. So if he goes and kills somebody, he replicate the same move, this move, and go and kill somebody else in the back line, another in the back line, until he kills everybody else, especially if you dealt high damage for him. And to avoid that, it's a passive. And how you disable it, of course, with the 6 out of 6 scars of Zangief, if you have him. This is one way you can use him. I'm using him with my Viper lineup. So I start with Viper, use Street Poison to buff, use the C2 of Zangief and the C3 of Viper. You can use Guile. He doesn't give you the best scores. Guile is not good here because Akuma has a lot of armor. He's agility, so he have a lot of dodge. And the defense is pretty high on him. And Guile is mainly for multi-targets. Single targets, he doesn't deal that much. Plus, he doesn't crit that much. It's with RNG if you can hit high results with him. So I'm going with the full Viper comp. And another lineup is the Gormagala Ken. Now, on this lineup, I'm using Chun-Li, normal Chun-Li, and Witch Jury. Let me show you the lineups as the loading screen goes. This loading screen have been like this the entire day. I think the servers are just full or something. Anyway, it's Gormagala Ken, Chun-Li, Witch Jury, and Abel. Now, why Abel? Abel gives you a shield, which is times 2, so 2 shields. And those shields block damage instances, not full damage. So if you go and you get hit, 1 hit will be negated, 2 hit will be negated, the 3rd hit you will take it. And if you're full at maximum HP, you're not gonna feel anything from that. Damn, this loading screen. I'll wait for it and continue the video when it's done. So here we are. These are the lineups. So the first lineup, as we said, it's Viper, Street Poison, Zangief, and Evo Ryu. And I explained the rotation. Second lineup is the Chun-Li and Witch Jury. And I start with Witch Jury, Abel, Witch Jury, then Chun-Li, and the entire battle. Until in the end, if Witch Jury gets knocked when she suspends herself in the sky, she will need like 5 seconds to come back. So I use Chun-Li, Abel, Chun-Li, then Witch Jury when she comes off, because you have one time C3 if you have her cars at 3 cars. And Abel will give you the shielding and the protections for you to stay there in the fight and take as much damage as possible, so you can deal as much damage as possible. Now this lineup, I went with one run with 700 million. Was a test run, so I restarted and continued. So this lineup 100%. I continued this lineup just to put me on the scoreboard, because I was in the top 50, top 40, something like that, because I did only skips, and I wasn't uploading because I was taking 2 days off. It was my birthday, guys, so I'm sorry for that. And yeah, of course, this lineup can reach the 1 billion by its own, so you can keep retrying and doing that. And I will tell you why. This team is invincible, so you don't die on this team. This team, you continue surviving infinitely. And there's a trick. This is a cheese with this team, and I will be showing you in the replay and explaining that for you. So you start at the first. If you want, you can start with Fashion Blanca, use the C1 of Dalsim, then the C2 of Fashion Blanca, or you can use the C2 of Summer Yang, and then the C3 of Bison. Now the trick here comes whenever you time it whenever Akuma wanna go and hit your backline. Before he starts, in the mid of his combo meter, you start with Dalsim. You wait a little bit before it's like when the combo meter at 85% of Akuma, like 85% of Akuma's bar is filled, you use the C1 of Summer Yang. Summer Yang goes to the end of the map behind Akuma, then comes back. Akuma will register that Summer Yang is the backline unit, so he will jump to the back of his screen and try to hit him while he's no longer there. And you can hit with the C2 of Fashion Blanca without no problems. You just jump with Fashion Blanca, even if he's doing the animation Akuma, he will not hit Fashion Blanca and never kill him. And you can use the C3 of Dalsim and you deal that damage. And you rinse and repeat, you wait, and you continue. You always wait for the combo to fill your, for Dalsim to stand on his legs anyway. So you can wait until he does his second super, which is hits Bison in the face. Bison explodes, doesn't die. Then he wanna do his super again, which is hit Dalsim in the back line. You do the same rotation with Summer Yang and you evade everything and you dodge it. And these was the lines. Viper here did most of the damage. As you see, I'm using the Raging Eye, I'm using the Crazy Potato, and I'm using the Virgil EX. You can run either the Virgil EX or the Crazy Potato if you want to run the Crazy Potato on the third lineup. And this is what I'm gonna do with my future lineups. And here I'm just using everything. We unlocked the Akuma 1. I don't think I'm gonna use it anymore. I think the Charming one or the single target one that gives hinder, it gives you more accuracy, so I'm gonna prioritize that. And using the fire and using the drones. And on this lineup, they do almost the exact damage. Sometimes Chun-Li pops off because of all the stacks that Ken does, because Cammy is the assist on him and she deals the most of the damage. Let me show you the lineup, how it runs. Hopefully it doesn't lag. So this is the first lineup. I'm running Yin, Yan, and Yang here for extra combo meter. I'm running Fei Long on Bison. You can run him on Fashion Blanca. Fashion Blanca will never die, so you can run him on him. And I'm using Mayor Cody on Dalsim for more damage. And on the third lineup, I'm using Beast, or even you can put Guile. I don't know why I didn't put Guile, maybe I forgot. Guile here is perfect with Chun-Li, so because Chun-Li auto attack is range and she will gain saber attacks. This is a good thing to put Guile on her. And I'm using Cammy on Ken. As we know, every time she triggers and hit the boss, and she gives him armor break, which make Chun-Li deals more damage. So I start with Juri, Abel, Juri, and Chun-Li. And whenever Juri is hanging on the sky and I really need to run my rotation, I start with Chun-Li, then Abel, then Chun-Li, and I use the C3 of which Juri. She lifesteals, she always lifesteals, she keeps herself alive. And this is how the runs go. Let's go and check the replays really quick. So, the first replay. I'll do this at x2 speed, so I wait for 3 bars and I start my rotations. Nothing special here, you just need to time correctly your Crazy Potato and time correctly your Virgil EX, and that's everything about it. You don't need to wait much. And put the Bison gears on your Irayu if you want. This is what I do actually. I started with Irayu here. You can start with Irayu to get the Sasui no Iki stacks, but it's preferably to start with Viper normally. So Viper, Street Poison, Zangief, and Viper. And as you see, Zangief applies the passive. If you see Akuma's bar up there, there's no passive on him, there's the stop sign. So whenever he kills somebody, he doesn't go and kill another person. He just stands there. And you can continue your rotation with your normal characters that's still available here. So as you see here, somebody will die, I guess. Oh, we decreased the we decreased the combo meter of him with Evil Ryu, but he will kill somebody in the end. He killed Viper. As you see, he didn't continue and kill anybody else. Why? Because we have Zenkiv negating his passive. And this is one way you can fight this. And this is the cheeky lineup. I bet everybody will love this lineup. If you do it, it's 100% will land you successfully a high score. And you will go and land in the top 50 so you don't miss out on this event. So this is how I start. I start actually with... let me slow it here. I start with Fashion Blanca. Then the C1 of... Dhalsim, the C2 of Summer Yang, then the C3 of Bison. We don't care here if we get hit or not at the start because we can afford it, we don't die from it. And here we go. So Akuma will try to hit my backline. So I start super and look, he go to fetch Summer Yang in the backline. Nothing happens. I'm like, where you going, buddy? Where you go? So I caught him lacking. So we catch Akuma sleeping there in the back line and we go continue our rotation. Again, he goes to search for Summer Yang and you continue your rotation and hit him. This is so funny when he hits the air. He hits Bison with his super, Bison explodes. Look at the combo meter. At almost 82% I drop Summer Yang. He goes back again, try to search for Summer Yang, no Summer Yang. I hit him with the C2, then a C3. And I continue dealing more and more damage. Of course, you can maximize this and deal better scores with retries. It's how much the flame is affecting the team. Again, not hitting anybody. And in the end, I just go back to back with my rotation because there's no time anymore. As you see, he started killing everybody. But we don't care. It was the end of the fight. So I was dropping every spell that I have to finish and accumulate damage. Yeah, and that was it. This is the cheesy way. And the last team, so this rotation. So I wait, I drop the first EX. By the second EX, when I drop it, I start my rotation. So it will be Witch Jury, Abel, then Witch Jury again, then Chun-Li. And 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Witch Jury, Abel, Witch Jury, and Chun-Li. If I had Vega, I would play Vega also here. Vega works with Wichijuri since both of them are fast, but you need to accumulate 4 combo meters. And I continue my rotation as follows. As you see, you can't see the damage really when they're hitting, which one is taking damage so much and which one is not. But the Able Shield, it like negate most of the damage until you make a lot of damage. As you see, he hit my Witch Jury. So I start with Chun-Li, Able, Chun-Li, then Witch Jury. She will be coming off after I'm done with my rotation. Then I start with Witch Jury, Able, Witch Jury, then Chun-Li. Ken is dead, so he's gonna hit somebody. And he hit Witch Jury. I start with Chun-Li, Able, then Chun-Li. The shields didn't kill Able. And as you see, he sustained a lot. This is how much I love Able in this in these kind of mode, and it gave us the 180 million. You can do better, of course, if RNG was in your favor. Yeah, and these are the lines and the lineups that I did and I used, and as you see, it got me to the top 9 right now. So I've seen people after I did that using the same strategy. Well, good job. Maybe they're waiting. I'm sorry if I kept anybody waiting. Really, I needed this day off. It was my birthday and I was celebrating with my family. So yeah, that was it for the video.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, we thank you for watching. And as always, stay frosty. Peace.
Time to fly, time to fly.